Hello world, this is Wolfstar Games, and welcome back to more Robotics Notes Elite. Last time, Juna found a bit of a flaw with Model 2, and, brought it to Akiho's and Subaru's attention, which is good. Need to get everything ironed out before we get it all ready for the expo. And I also wanted to bring up that, last time when I was going around trying to find the last Kimijima report, when I was editing the video, I almost couldn't believe how fast I almost found the report. It's like I kind of surprised myself. I mean, with it being at the shrine and that being the first place I actually went to, but if I had only brought the reticle up just a little bit more, I would have seen that it changed color, but I didn't. But all the same, I still couldn't believe how fast I almost found it. It's like I honestly kind of surprised myself there. But anyway, we'll get back to Juna, Akiho, and Subaru finding out exactly what's wrong with Model 2 here. I can't help but close my eyes and crouch low to the ground. Frau? Hi, what's going on here? Kojiro-san falls over with her butt in the air. Was it because of the wind? Her panties are totally exposed. She needs to hurry and cover herself. But I shouldn't have been so focused on her. Oh no. Yeah, it's like, Juna, pay attention to what you're doing. In that moment, I failed to do as Yashio-kun had said. Oh boy.
どっちつかずで視線がぶれると急な事態に対処できないよ。
Yeah. Like what just happened with Frau. I had taken my eyes off of Model 2-chan. Upon hearing Akio's scream, I quickly turned back to Model 2-chan. Oh boy, we're starting off with a bang here. Jeez. All 8 meters of her body are leaning at an unnatural angle. Oh boy. Subaru, get out of the way! Juna, pay attention, please! Everything goes white. Was she hit by a gust of wind while turning? Or did something break? I don't know, but with the dust-colored sky as the backdrop, Model 2-chan, seemingly in slow motion, begins to topple over. I'm not liking how creaky Model 2 is sounding here. Below her, Subaru. I hope he got out of the way.
やばくね。
Oh boy. And she crashes down. Oh no. Painful PSD flashback. Uh Akio-chan dashes toward Model 2-chan after she collapses. Oh god.
救急車を
Despite her confusion, Kojiro-san is trying to call for help on her phone droid. But me? I can't move. It's like Juna's frozen. Where's Hidaka-kun? I hope, sincerely hope, he's not under Model 2. What happened to him? I can't see him. I don't see him anywhere. All I see on the runway in the distance is the collapsed Model 2-chan. Boy, I really left off on a kind of a cliffhanger, didn't I? Not knowing what was going to happen next. Jeez. There's no sign of Hidaka-kun anywhere.
そんな私が
Oh, Juna. Please be safe. Yeah. Please be okay. I don't care if you have to take my life in exchange. Oh. And as I pray to the powers that be, I'm terrified. I'm too terrified. I end up cowering in fear. It's like her PSTD. PS? No. PTSD is just flooding back into her now. Oh boy. And sink to the ground on the spot. All I can do is clutch my own body as I tremble so hard that it's like I'm having convulsions. We're gonna leave it there? Really? All of a sudden back to Kaito? Okay, well, I guess we'll eventually find out if Subaru's okay. Good lord. What a way to start things off. Oy. First thing. Tweepo. Okay, this is where the new ones start. I compliment June a lot. You'd know if you were here. Fair enough. The wind is strong today. Okay. S-kun, Subaru, June, and Fraubo changed. Why is she all of a sudden calling Subaru S-kun? Everyone showed up for testing. We are united. Kai, you are the only... You are the only... Omido, the only one who hasn't changed. It's cold. I want to go home. I'm gonna cough out blood from all the excitement about Tanegashima x Yakushima. Okay. Nothing to reply to. Okay. Okay, I wonder if we're gonna read the Kimijima report here or not. The sound of waves resounds faintly from below the cliffs. There's nobody else here. The only living people in this place are me and Mizuka-san. We're glaring at each other. Just exchanging piercing glares. Mizuka-san knows something. Yeah. This minutes-long conversation of ours confirmed it all. Mizuka-san said it's a curse. To be honest, she caught me off guard saying that. I try to calm my heart rate, brace myself to run away at a moment's notice, and try making a smile.
呪いってずいぶん非科学的なことを言い出すんだね。水香さんにオカルトの趣味があったなんて初耳だよ。
茶化してんじゃないよ。こっちはマジで言ってんだ。
I know she's being serious, and just by the tone of her voice. Whoa, she's scary. I mean, right now, yeah, because she's being very stern with him. So it's like she's kind of playing the mom here in a way. My armpits are already starting to sweat. I'm even more nervous than I thought. Kind of feels like I'm a frog getting stared down by a snake. As far as I'm concerned, there are two older women in this world I never want to make my enemy. Mizuka, clearly, here, and Misane. Misane and Mizuka-san. Yeah. I don't stand a chance. Also, I have no idea what she's thinking. How could you? We go way back, and yet I've never seen her make that face before. I'm legit puzzled. He should be able to deduce, though, why. But if I shut up and do as she says, nothing gets solved. Yeah. I still have to live in fear of an unknown foe. I can't back down from this. Now that we're facing each other, I just gotta go for it.
水香さんが君島レポートの1を持ってったのは知ってる。聞かせてほしいんだけど、水香さんは俺の味方なわけ？それとも
I certainly hope so. I would hate for someone that we have come to know to be a foe, an enemy.
敵？
Mizuka-san lets out a troubled sigh.
知りたくないことまで知らされるかもしれないんだよ。
And what would that something be?
Huh?
What's she talking about?
あんた一人の問題じゃないんだ。
I mean, I kind of figured that.
10年以上ひた隠しにしてきたことが明るみに出ちまうかもしれない。
I mean, we know that.
隠し事があるんだね、水香さんには。しかもそれは俺や世間に知られちゃまずいことに聞こえる。
I mean, if that's the case, then what does that make Mizuka exactly? An enemy or a friend?
ああ、そうだよ。
Mizuka-san doesn't hesitate.
あんたやアキみたいに純朴に生きられたらどれだけ良かったことか。この世界はあんたらが思ってる以上に醜くて汚い。それでもさ、そんな中で一生懸命生きている人間がいるんだ。わかりな、カイ。
I totally get it. But, someone Kai's age should know at least a little of what it's like.
手を引くんだ。
水香さん、さっきから抽象的なことしか言ってないよ。
She's more like explaining.
それじゃ俺は納得できない。世界規模の大虐殺が起きるかもしれないってのにさ。それと天秤にかけてあえて手を引かせられるほどのカードを持ってるなら、ちゃんと提示してくれないと。
I swallow my breath. Whew. I was really forcing myself to play tough just now. Did it fly? Your move, Mizuka-san. What is this, chess? Quite frankly, I wouldn't be shocked if she whipped out a gun and shot me in the forehead right now. She wouldn't do that. At least I don't think so. That's how unapproachable she currently feels. Say something, Mizuka-san. I can't endure this silence. Nothing in KB prepared me for this kind of tension. That's because this isn't a game right now.
水香さんって、もしかして300人委員会か旅ストック研究所の人？違うの？
It looks like she didn't understand my question. Or at least that's what her confused expression tells me. Okay, so she, with this kind of reaction, she can't be part of the Committee of 300 or Tavistock. She doesn't appear to be acting. Yeah.
俺を殺しに来たんじゃないわけ？
カイを？私が？何バカなこと言ってんだい。
じゃあ
あんたは宝探しのつもりかもしれないけど。
I mean, he knows that it's a dangerous game he's playing with finding all these reports. So he knows that it's not a fun treasure hunt, as she is putting it.
それによって古傷をえぐられる人間もいるって話さ。さっきからそう言ってんだろ。
Then why are you telling me now? Why didn't you bring this up when I first started doing this, Mizuka? Our conversation isn't lining up. Listening to her, it sounds like...
誰かをかばってるみたいに聞こえるけど。
Protect someone? Is she protecting Misane? I get the feeling the wounds she's talking about aren't her own.
誰をかばってるわけ？
それをあんたには教えたくないから、こうして止めてるんだろ。
I feel like she's protecting Misane, but also at the same time trying to stop Kaito from going down the same hole, the same rabbit hole, as it were, that Misane went down. That's my guess anyway.
つまり、俺も知ってる誰かってことになるね。
Yeah. Has to be Misane.
俺と水香さん、共通の知り合いとなると随分絞られてくるけど。
Yeah. Mizuka-san clicks her tongue in response.
カイ、これ以上はあんたと話したくない。いいから言うこと聞きな。
But we need to talk about this. It's like, come on, Mizuka.
それは俺に対しての頼み。言うこと聞かせたいなら、まず俺と勝負して勝つことだね。
That's not gonna fly, Kaito. My attempt at challenging her also serves as a means with which to push myself forward. Don't get scared. If you back down, it's over.
もちろん勝負の内容はキルバラ。俺の土俵に上がってきてもらう。それとも、例のゲロマズパッションフルーツマンを1個食べれば、水香さんの持ってる情報を洗いざらい話してくれるわけ？
いい加減にしな。ガキの遊びじゃないんだよ。
それはこっちも同じだ。
I recoil from the immense pressure coming off of Mizuka-san, desperately responding to her words.
水香さんが全部話してくれるなら、そっちの要求に乗ってもいいけどさ。
だから、カイには話したくないって。
あ？
Unexpectedly. I haven't heard this in a really long time. Far too suddenly. A melody begins to play out in this tranquil little park. The sound quality is low.
何さこの音。
カゴメカゴメ。
It's playing from both of our phone droids. It's awfully loud for it to be coming from their phones. Again. This happened before. An indiscriminate transmission. It's forcibly transmitted to everyone's phone droids in a specific area. And regardless of your ringtone settings, it always plays the Kagame Kagame melody upon arrival. If you answer the call, you're greeted with a fax-like transmission sound in a strangely high frequency. The Kimijima reports warned of this Kagame Kagame melody, but nowhere was it written who was sending it. That is true. So, it's like, who is sending it? If it is being sent by someone. Nor was it written what the sender's intentions are. Is this Mizuka-san's doing? But she looks as confused as I am. She takes out her phone droid and looks at the monitor like she's seen a ghost.
誰からの電話かわかる？
I shake my head. If Mizuka-san doesn't know, was it sheer coincidence that it rang at this time? It can't be coincidence. Right? It's like, I feel like the timing is too perfect.
Geji-ne!
I call out to my AI pal.
はい、ヤシオさん。
このカゴメカゴメの発信先を特定できない？
Can she?
不可能です。ゲジネーの能力は通信傍受ではなく、特定のキーワードを検索して、無差別にそれに関連する情報を収集することであり。
Damn it! Useless! I give up on trying to go through Geji-ne, just as I'm pondering my next move.
誰？
Oh. She's answering the phone? Mizuka-san answers the call. A painful noise comes out of her phone droid. Despite standing a ways away, it's loud enough for me to clearly hear it. Static and all.
この音は。
水香さん、電話切って
It's so unpleasant that I instantly cover my ears with both hands. She cuts the call, and the sound stops. Mizuka? Silence returns to the area. Feeling relieved, I sit down on a nearby bench and catch my breath.
何だったんだ
What's this noise in the background? Ignoring me, Mizuka-san turns away and starts walking slowly, but awkwardly. Oh, is that the noise of her hug as she's walking? The park at Cape Karukura is on top of a cliff. There's waist-height fencing, and beyond that is the cliff. She's heading toward the fencing. Don't tell me she's trying to run. No, I don't think so.
水香さん、まだこっちの話は終わってないんだけど。
Mizuka-san doesn't even attempt to answer me. For some reason, she's hitting her hug and twisting her waist around, yet still walking toward the fencing. Oh, does she not have control of it? Like it's been hacked or something?
聞いてる
Like she has no control over her legs? And that the hug is moving her legs for her? Ooh. That just makes this a little sinister if so.
なんだこれ。なんで急に。
Yeah, it's her hug. She's acting strange.
どうしたの
カイ、悪いけどさ、手貸してくんない？なんかこいつ、具合が悪いみたいなんで。
I immediately recognize what she's referring to. Then I realize Mizuka-san's forehead is covered in sweat. She's smiling, but her face is tense. It's like she's doing her best to put on a brave face, but kind of failing. She looked so calm and composed before.
どうしたんだよ
When she answered her phone with Kagame Kagame playing, did that trigger her hug or something? I'm now very worried for Mizuka.
止まらないんだ。
止まらない
I don't immediately understand what she's saying. It's like she's not being very clear in her words.
もしかして俺を担いでる
No, she's not. The fencing doesn't cover the entire cliff. In fact, there are openings all over. If she keeps going, she's gonna walk through one of those areas and take a dive right off the cliff. Ugh. That ain't no joke. Mizuka-san suddenly bends her waist and plants her hands down like she's walking on all fours. I can hardly believe what I'm seeing. Despite planting her hands firmly on the ground, her legs are still moving forward.
なんだよこれ
Oh my god. She pitches forward to the point where she could fall over, yet still doesn't stop. It's like her legs have a mind of their own. That's what I was just saying. Her legs?
水香さん捕まって
It's like, stop her, Kaito. Or at least try to. I finally snapped to my senses, run over to her, and grab her arm. Oh, now things are getting exciting again. Oi. It's like, Mizuka, it's like, stop! It's like, take the hug off her! Mizuka-san grabs onto my body.
カイ離すなよ
Yeah, it's like, I would not let go if I was him. She's pulling on me with intense force. I brace my legs, but I'm still being dragged along.
まさか暴走
That's right. Hugs going berserk. It was a hot topic last year. Yeah. It's like I remember that press conference that Misane had to cover. And that had to do with the hugs going all like wonky or berserk or however you want to put it. Oh boy. I just had a feeling that something was gonna happen with Mizuka's hug, and I hate being right in that respect. Misane and her superiors, like Sawada, held media conferences and everything. On the net, folks joked about the hug dances. People wearing rampaging hugs looked like they were dancing. Except they weren't. It's their hugs taking control of their legs. According to a witness testimony, it looked like the person wearing the rampaging hug was being killed by the hug's own will. So the hugs are like the robots rampaging from before. It's exactly like that, isn't it? So, not just robots, but anything mechanical, or at least anything that can resemble a robot in some way, like a hug, will be taken over and be used for ill will. The person being dragged along looked like a dancing puppet. This entire situation is the same. Yeah.
ハグの電源切って
That or just take them off.
やってるけどダメなんだよ
Okay, since it's not working, just take them off then. The hug has immense strength. Even the two of us working together can't stop it. Despite its primary role being medical assistance, it's far stronger than any human. Well, it's a machine, so yeah. I have my feet firmly planted, yet I still can't stop it from taking step after step toward the cliff. In that case,
倒すよ
knock it down? You mean take it off? I judo sweep Mizuka-san's leg near her Achilles tendon and forcibly push her down.
これなら大丈夫でしょう。
I guess that works too. Like, you okay, Mizuka? Mizuka-san's soaked in sweat. Her breathing is heavy. She was likely using all her strength to fight against her rampaging hug.
助かったよカイ。
You're welcome, Mizuka.
まず外しまおう。
Yeah. It's like, please do. Mid-speech, Mizuka-san's body defies gravity and leaps up. That would definitely take anyone by surprise. Despite being on top of her, the force is enough to send me flying. Ugh. I can't believe it. This is impossible. With only the strength of her legs, she flung me off, despite me weighing over 50 kilograms, and stood back upright. A leaps up is literally the only way to describe what just happened. Normally when you stand up, you support your body with your hands, but she couldn't do that. Mizuka-san has gone limp, but her legs are going still. Yeah. Her body is bent backwards in the shape of a bow. Bow? She's coughing up blood. Oh dear. This is bad. I need to get those things off. This is really goddamn bad. I hurry to my feet and latch onto Mizuka-san.
しっかり
I feel like Kaito needs some help. Mizuka-san's eyes are vacant. Oh boy, that's not good. I was nearby when she stood up, and I heard what sounded like bones cracking. Ooh, her spine could be damaged. Mizuka-san's legs continue moving directly for the cliff. This is unreal. It's like some third-rate horror film from half a century ago. I feel like that's rather apt, yeah. It's too crazy to believe. It's like the hug is trying to kill Mizuka-san. This thing isn't just on a rampage. It's actually out to kill. I can sense killing intent from this goddamn thing. From a machine. If not, there's no way it could move like this. It understands the terrain and is intentionally trying to squeeze through a gap so it can drop her off the cliff. But what can I do? How can I save her from this situation? I lower my body and basically crouch down to brace my legs, but I just get dragged along. I mean, there has to be, yes. I mean, we know that they can come off. I tried detaching the hug bands, securing it to Mizuka-san's legs. I just have to get the buckles off. But Mizuka-san keeps moving, and I'm too panicked. I can't undo them. My left leg suddenly loses its bracing. We're already at the edge of the cliff. My left leg is hanging in the air in midair. Mizuka-san is barely standing on the edge, my right foot planted. If she takes one more step, we're both falling to our doom.
カイ、もういい。話せ。
No, no, Mizuka, no. Don't talk like that. Her voice weak, Mizuka-san says something unbelievable.
話せるわけないだろう。そんなことしたら死んじゃうじゃないか。
やろう。
She pushes her elbow into my face.
このままだとカイも道連れだろう。
Come on, Mizuka. Don't talk like this.
あんたを巻き込めるかよ。
そうだ、ミサ姉に電話を。
これは罰なのかもね。
What? Divine punishment? What are you talking about, Mizuka?
何の話だよ。
結局さ、私は見て見ぬふりをすることしかできなかった。
Didn't see what?
それが正しかったのかどうか今もわかんない。
She hits me hard in the jaw with her elbow. Ow. The impact makes my vision go white for a moment as all the strength leaves my body. Staggered, I'm given a firm thrust to the chest.
水か。
As I fall onto my back, I nonetheless reach out to her. But
なあ、カイ。
Mizuka, no. It's like tears in her eyes. I don't want you to die. It's like, don't give up. Ugh.
知らないままでいる方がさ、幸せなこともあるだろう。
But I can't reach her.
だから私が見たことは墓場まで持っていく。
What did you see?
これが私なりの友情なのかもね。
Proving her friendship to Misane. Mizuka-san is smiling. A painful smile. The edges of her mouth are stained red with blood. And with the cliff directly in front of her. She turns her head to look back at me. Despite the intense pain she's going through, she manages to force herself to smile.
もしミサに会うことがあったら、こいつをプレゼントしてくれてありがとうって伝えといて。
I can't handle this. Same, Kaito. Same.
こいつのおかげで私はさ。
That she could walk again. As Mizuka-san smiles, one leg is already taking a step forward, off the cliff.
この2年、事故前とほとんど変わらない生活、遅れたから。
Despite not wanting to die, she nonetheless takes a step forward toward her own demise.
だから、さ、
She steps into the air, into nothingness.
ありがとうって。
And then Mizuka-san's body disappears from my line of sight.
嘘でしょ。こんな、なんで。ああ、水香さん、水香さん。
I call out to her, but there's no reply. Panicked, I crawl out to the edge of the cliff and take a look down. I'm met with the sight of Mizuka-san laying face down on the rocks below. Ugh. It's over. Mizuka-san is dead. Despite the overwhelming hopelessness drowning me, I whip out my phone droid and call for an ambulance.
君島レポートナンバー7のダウンロードが完了しました。
How can she act like nothing happened? Because she's an AI. I pray as I call 911. Quick, please, come quick. Please, someone, save Mizuka-san. My heart feels like someone's squeezing it. That's the way it feels for me right now, definitely. It's like I like Mizuka. Like they have their bare hands around it. It's like I'm about to have an attack. Oh. Oh dear. It goes without saying why. I bite my lip and wait for the call to connect. Just hold on, Kaito. Keep that bomb in place. Yeah, seriously. Oh god. I'm riding along with Mizuka-san in the ambulance. How many times have I wished to myself that this wasn't real? Inside of this cramped ambulance. No matter where I try to look, I see the emergency responders doing their work. Mizuka-san hit her head hard, and there's blood streaming out of her forehead. The hug has been removed, but her legs are bent in all kinds of unnatural directions. Ooh. The emergency responders keep calling out to her, but she barely responds. Barely? So she's just barely alive? I ended up having an attack, so my body is too numb to even cry out. It hurts. Ugh. By the time we reach the hospital, the sun has long since set. The responders quickly take her out of the vehicle and head to the ER ward with some nurses. I'm left all alone. Is it okay for me to go with them? They're probably going to start a cardiopulmonary resuscitation, CPR. And emergency surgery, too. I'd probably just get kicked out if I followed along. I ask myself how I can be so calm right now as I head for the lobby. I need to contact Mizuka-san's parents and Michi. More so her parents. My head hung low. I stagger into the lobby. It's past medical exam hours, so nobody should...
Kai?
Oh, Akio! Someone calls to me, and I sluggishly raise my head. The lights are off, making the lobby dark and gloomy. I can see 3 figures sitting on the sofa. Despite the lighting, I can tell that they're all girls. Akio, Frau, and Juna. Subaru didn't get out of the way. Oh no. 2 of them are wearing their school uniforms. They're huddled up in the dark. One stands up and looks at me. I immediately recognize them once I inch closer. Akio and Frau are on the sofa, and sandwiched between them is Juna, covering her face. Aww. It's like she feels completely responsible. Oh, God. I need to take a moment here. Give me 1 minute. Okay, I think I've calmed down now. I'm still kind of broken inside and out, though. Oh boy. Well, let's find out what happened exactly with the Subaru here.
なんでみんなここに
I still haven't told anyone about Mizuka-san's accident. There was another accident, unfortunately.
今までどこ行ってたのよ。
I was with Mizuka.
連絡したのにちっとも繋がらないんだもん。バカ。
Akio's voice is all choked up. She grabs me by the hand and pulls me a ways away from the others.
何があったのアキちゃん
スバルがテスト中に事故で。
So I had a gut feeling that something was going to go wrong with either during the test or at the expo, and God, sometimes I really hate being right.
な
Subaru was caught in an accident?
何それどういうこと
Are you telling me that today of all days, Subaru got into an accident and ended up here? Akio starts crying, so I grab her by the shoulders and shake her lightly. It's like, don't shake her, just... Personally, I would just hug her. It's like, hug it out, not shake it out.
答えろどうしたんだ 事故ってどういうことだ？
風でガンツク2が転倒して、スバルがその下敷きに。
You're kidding.
大丈夫なの？
命に別状はないって。
What?
そう。よかった。
With that relief, I nearly sink to the floor.
でも足がかなりひどい骨折で。
So he tried to get away. But he unfortunately wasn't fast enough.
それでジュンがすごく責任感じてて、自分のせいだって。うちもう見てられなくて。
If it fell over during testing, that means Juna was operating it. And it just had to go and fall on someone. That's a hell of a 1-2 punch for Juna to take. And not just Juna.
あのさ、本当に単なる事故だったと思う。本当に純ちゃんの操縦ミス、それとも風のせい、それ以外の要因っていう可能性は？
Well, she did notice a flaw. Juna did. Was it because of that flaw? And not actually the wind? That Model 2 fell over?
それ以外ってどういう？
カゴメは流れた。
カゴメ
Yeah.
そう、ポケゴンから流れたはず。
流れたけど。
But what?
でもそれは事故が起きた後だよ。
What made Frau topple over?
事故の後。
If it wasn't the wind. The mysterious transmission of Kagome Kagome and the sound that accompanies it when you answer. I believe them to be a warning system of some kind. Wait. Kagome played before Mizuka, before her hug went haywire. Did Kagome try and, like, warn us of that happening with Mizuka? I mean, I feel that could be a possibility. But then with Subaru's accident, Akio said that Kagome played after. So... So, how do you explain that then? I guess, what? Kagome will only play as a warning for specific instances? Depending on what's being used, I guess? I don't know. I'm kind of baffled by this. There's no doubt to me that said call was what caused Mizuka-san's hug to go crazy. Yeah. So I considered that maybe Model 2 falling over had something to do with the Committee of 300.
くそ
I slapped my cheeks. None of that means a damn thing right now. There are other things that need handling. Much more important things to be thinking about.
カイねえ、カイはスバルのことを聞いてここに来たの？
No. Something much worse.
カイに何度電話しても繋がらなかったから。
It's like, how did he not notice that his phone was ringing? I mean, even though that he was busy, how did he not notice? I pressed my forehead against the wall in the hallway. I let out another deep sigh. Today is relentless. Yeah, no kidding.
ね
スバルのご両親がもうすぐ来るはず。
Oh god. Hiramu is going to flip his lid.
殴られるの覚悟しなきゃね。
You're not gonna get punched, Akio. You will get yelled at, though.
えそういうのは俺が代わりに引き受けるよ
It's like, what a gentleman, taking a hit for a lady.
でも部長はうちだし。
It's like, that doesn't matter.
ミッチーは
今病院の先生と話してる。
そう
I need to tell Michi about Mizuka-san. As well as everyone else. When we return to the lobby, Michi just happens to exit the examination room.
おう、ヤシオ、来たか。
ミッチー、スバルの様子は？
あ、
He's apparently already been filled in on the details of the accident. Juna's red, swollen eyes cling to Michi. He takes her gaze, and with a stern expression on his face, he lightly sighs.
足の怪我な、かなりひどいみたいだ。
Like he'll never walk again?
命に別状はない。これは間違いないんだが。もしかしたら後遺症が残るかもしれん。
Right. After effects.
それ一体どういう？
うん。もう二度とまともに歩けなくなる可能性があるってことだ。
Yeah. He would need either a wheelchair or a hug. I wouldn't put him in a hug. Not with what happened to Mizuka.
そんな。
After hearing Michi's words, Juna covers her face and breaks down into tears again.
私のせいです。 私のせいで。ジュンのせいじゃないよ。
Frau hasn't said a thing. How is she feeling? Frau starts rubbing Juna's back in a comforting way. Aww. Still, Juna's sobbing doesn't stop.
日高の両親はまだか？
まだ来てない。
そうか。
A heavy silence settles over us. It's then that Michi kneels down on the ground. You okay, Michi?
お前らすまなかった。
Oh, he's bowing to us, isn't he?
ミッチ。
今回のことは先生の監督不行き届きであり、すべて先生の責任だ。
It's not your fault, Michi.
どんな責めも先生が被るつもりではいる。だがな、そうだとしてもロボ部のことは守れんかもしれん。もしかすると万博の出展も。
Nobody can say anything. We're not gonna be getting into the expo with this happening. It's hard watching Michi act like this. Imagining how the Robot Club could be devastated in the upcoming storm is a depressing, feeling. Akio's dream of going to the expo feels like a lit candle in the wind.
謝るのはうちの方だよ、ミッチ。迷惑かけてごめんなさい。気が緩んでた。
It's also not your fault, Akio. It's really no one's fault. It was just an unfortunate accident. Same thing with Mazuka.
もっと安全管理をちゃんとすべきだった。
I lend Michi a hand and help him stand.
ミッチ、実は別件でもう一つ話が。
別件？どういうことだ？
I point my chin to indicate that we should go elsewhere. I feel like he should also tell Akio, Juna, and Frau. We distance ourselves a bit from Akio and the others.
単刀直入に言うけど、水香さんが崖から落ちた。
それは日高の事故に巻き込まれたのか？
This is unrelated, Michi. I shake my head.
全く別。門倉岬でたまたま一緒でさ。
無事なのか？おい、まさか。
もしかしたらさ。
Is it really okay to say it? Is there still some hope? I don't know. But seeing what went on inside the ambulance has left me hopeless. The memory of what happened replays in my mind. That's gonna haunt Kaito for a while. the Mizuka, it's like I'm still a little broken. The smile Mizuka-san wore in the end is like a dagger to my chest. Yeah. Same here. Before I realize it, my eyes are filled with tears.
助からないかもしれない。
And then, Michi staggers. He looks dumbfounded as he falls to one knee and holds his forehead. It's clear how much of a shock this is for him.
でもまだそうと決まったわけじゃ。
Michi stands back up. As far as I can tell, he seems calm, collected even. That's unexpected. I thought he'd panic or ask if I'm messing with him. That's the kind of guy I figured him for. It's like, I feel like Michi can read the room, so he knows that Kaito's not messing with him. Panic? I mean, he's not panicking, so that's, I guess, good.
一体何があった？
ハグが急に暴走。
暴走？去年ニュースになってたやつか？
Yep.
俺水香さんのこと助けられなかった。
At least he tried.
目の前で落ちてったんだ。必死に止めようとしたんだけどダメで。
It's like I'm still getting choked up. It's like just the aftermath of it all, and not to mention, you know, the delivery of the dialogue here it's just heart-wrenching, so heart-wrenching. Michi wraps his arm around my shoulders and pats me on the head.
よく教えてくれた。ありがとうな。
You're welcome.
イレなら大丈夫だろう。学生の頃のバイクでやった事故だってな。普通だったら死んでたらしいんだ。
This is different, though. She fell from a cliff.
でもあいつは生きてた。そういうタフな女なんだよ。これ豆知識ない。
That's not a pro tip. It's like, yes, she's a tough cookie. I mean, if she is still alive, and if she can make it through it, then she'll be a really, really tough cookie.
とにかくお前だけでも無事でよかったよ。
A little worse for wear, but yeah. Stop it, Michi. Stop acting like such a kind, good teacher. He's just kind of doing his job. For once. I've been trying so hard to keep myself together. But now I'm a mess. I am too. I just want to cry like a little kid.
イレの親には連絡したか？
I wipe my tears and shake my head. Michi nods in response. They need to call them.
連絡は俺がしておく。お前も少し座って休め。
Okay. Well, let Michi handle it then. Michi then leaves me behind. He walks outside by himself. It looked like his shoulders were trembling. I hope from the bottom of my heart that Mizuka-san survives. Same. For Michi's sake, too. Oh, Akio's point of view. Alright. Well, got some serious music going on here, but oh boy, this was all just, exciting, heart-wrenching, and completely soul-crushing. So, it's like I'm still kind of reeling. If you, as you can clearly tell. So, oh boy. I'm gonna have fun editing this episode. But, anyway, I'll stop it here for now. Hopefully things will get a little better next time. Hopefully. We'll see. But I hope you all enjoyed watching, and thank you all for watching as well. And if you enjoyed the video and want to see more, like, favorite, and claw that subscribe button to become part of the pack. And as always, everyone, have a great day or night, wherever you may be.